Once again, Coronation Street coming thick and fast with its cuts and its exits, as the Mirror has revealed that Coronation Street's Daisy Mitchley quits after 4 years as she becomes 5th star to leave in weeks. Now, this is a bit of a shock one for me, because I fundamentally believe Daisy's one of the success stories of the last couple of years of Coronation Street. She started off, like most soap characters do, with an attitude and was entitled, but through time and through relationships with people, she gradually came to be a lot nicer. She had the acid attack storyline, which won awards. She had her relationship with Ryan. She had the triangle with Daniel. And now she's set to leave the fucking show. It's a really weird one. And I don't really know how to feel, because I really like Daisy. I was one of the people who liked Daisy at the start. Admittedly, it took till the acid attack before people started to like the character, and then they proceeded to dislike the character again. So it may not be a active opinion that people love Daisy. I think she was great. I think she was phenomenal. I think she was given a lot of really good stuff to work with. Probably would have preferred them to not be as messy as they did with her, where she's in the constant Daniel, Bethany, supposed to be Ken, Deirdre, Mike, Baldwin, triangle, but it's not that at all, because Daniel's a wet lettuce and Bethany's kind of mediocre as a whole. But yeah, it's kind of wild to me that this has happened, and I will lament Daisy not being on the show anymore. I think she brought a lot. She could do it all. She could do humor, she could do sassy, she could do serious stuff, she could do unlucky in love. And as as a key member, working behind the bar, became quite a prominent character and has been very, very well used in her time on the show. Do I necessarily like this Kit stuff or the Daniel stuff? Not really. I was a Daisy and Ryan stan. I absolutely adored that partnership. So, admittedly, at this point in time, she's not exactly where I'd like her to be. But the problem is, now she is just going. So I guess I'll read the article. Coronation Street star Charlotte Jordan, who plays barmaid Daisy Mitchley, has quit the ITV soap and is expected to leave the series later this year. Charlotte joined the cast of the soap in 2020, but has announced after 4 years she's decided to explore other opportunities. Charlotte said, "My time at Coronation Street is something I'll always cherish. After a brilliant 4 years for Daisy, it's time for me to start a new chapter and explore other opportunities." A source told The Sun that Charlotte has loved her time in the Cobbles, but is young, ambitious, and hungry to see what else is out there for her. She told bosses last April that her next contract would be her last, giving them a year out to craft an exciting exit storyline. She's still filming now, and her scenes will play out in early summer. She's adored by cast and crew and will be hugely missed. And then it obviously goes through what she did with the acid attack. I guess I'll just read it just in case people weren't aware. During her time in the Cobbles, Charlotte's character Daisy has been central to a blackmail plot and was stalked by Justin Rutherford, which culminated in Daisy and Ryan being the victim of an acid attack. Both the Katie Piper Foundation Acid Survivors Trust International supported the production team on the scenes were filmed and provided information on the long-term impact of an acid attack. At the time, soap boss Ian McLeod said, "We're keen to show the long-term reality of people who are subject to this kind of attack, so we often read about in the papers, but perhaps don't fully understand." The story will be at times heartbreaking, but felt an important one to tell. Following the stalking storyline, Charlotte won the British Soap Award for Best Dramatic Performance in 2023. So, yeah, it's I know that the public perception on Daisy at this point isn't great, but I will still argue that I think she was a good character, and I will be sad to see her go. I think that it's a shame that it's happened so much, but this one is a really important character to the show in the last couple of years. She's become a very key figure. She's had constant storylines over the time, relationship with Jenny. So let's just figure out, why would she leave? I mean, first, let's take the Richard Blackwood approach to typecasting. he made a suggestion that once you spend more than about 4 years on a show, you suddenly become known for that character. But if you get out before that 4 years is up, it means that people remember you fondly as Daisy or as Felix or Vincent, for example, but they don't associate you as Vincent, which makes it harder to get roles and you could constantly get typecast. So fundamentally, it seems like it could be her way, fresh out of drama school. Here's a big opportunity, going to establish myself, I assume she's also a person who has a massive Instagram following, so she's using the Charlotte Jordan. She's using the opportunity. She has 213,000, 100,000 followers, using the time to build her brand and be a kind of influencer type character. She's really used the opportunity and made herself a prominent person, and that should benefit her getting roles in the future, and it should benefit her for what she wants to do next. I don't know, this one is a shock one, and I still am not aiming to be that guy, and I don't want to be the guy just lamenting the failures, because at the end of the day, I still love Coronation Street and I still like where it is, but I think now it may genuinely be a time to consider what a lot of people are actually thinking about, because there's 5 cast cuts in the last period of time, 5 of them, some of them prominent, and they said some shocks will be in. So Gail, Eileen, Daisy, 2 characters at the start who were quite small and not very important, and then now it's now Daisy. It was Craig, who everybody jokes about his ears, which was really funny. Yes, he has big ears, but come on, guys, he's fucking be reasonable now. It's the amount people go on about his ears are fucking hilarious, but also really mean. But look, 5 people in a year. It's not nearly as bad as Hollyoaks, but still, people are wondering if ITV is struggling with money. Jenny's actress kind of made a joke ITV we can't do on location anymore. It's all on set. But maybe this is people already going. Some theorizing from the Reddit saying, I honestly truly believe ITV is in a budgetary crisis. I know I've been asking for a cast going for years, but when has ITV ever listened to viewers? They did, ITV wouldn't exist as it does now, and we would have been spared the last 1,000 awareness storylines. Maybe the people are jumping the ship because they have insider knowledge to know things are headed for dark times. Yes, it was reported they're paying some of their long-term cast on guest contracts. I think lower ratings don't help either. A lot of people being like, oh, Christ, that's fine, but why the fuck is Daisy going? But, yeah, there we are. So, someone says Corey's on a speedrun to get cancelled. Look, I don't think she'll be... First and foremost, I don't think Daisy will be killed off. I think it'll be a criminal shame. You don't want to Tina someone and just fully remove any chance of them ever coming back, because, Tina, yeah, sure, she probably wasn't going to come back. But if in a world she does eventually, fucking goal. Because Michelle Keegan obviously has had a pretty successful career. And will she follow those footsteps? Probably not, let's be honest. I think she's a good actress. I think she fits in well. I think she's good, but when you are a soap actor and actress, you do often get stuck with the very soap roles. Some little TV shows, not very many proper TV series, a lot of TV film, not even films, but just a lot of TV, nothing that really stands the test of time necessarily. But she's also got other avenues that I'd imagine she's fucking well paid for, so she can have the time and money to do whatever the fuck she wants. So I don't think we need to be worried about that. I don't think she'll be killed off. I'd imagine she'll either have the baby and decide it's too hard because Bethany and Daniel are probably still together, or alternatively she just simply decides, all right, it's over. There's no fucking time. There's no point in this shit. If he's just going to choose Bethany, I may as well just leave. Perhaps Jenny might leave as well. I know the actress seems pretty content to stay on the show. But, you know, if we are doing this major cast culling, it's going to be very hard to warrant Jenny still being on the show. So, yeah, it is a shock. And I think there'll be some shock waves. I hope that let's say it will be really exciting. She did say, my next contract will be the last, so now's time to write me a fucking exit story. And I couldn't imagine she would essentially be like, yo, you write me a good exit storyline, might come back. Might come back eventually. Don't kill me off, please. And if they're smart, they won't kill her off, because she is a fairly popular character and is a pretty important one in the recent, like, scenery and the recent furniture. So, yeah. I think, yeah, it's just shock. It's just shock, really. I personally enjoyed Daisy a lot, and I will miss the character. I don't exactly know who's going to step up into that, like, mold, into that fairly prominent character getting a lot of storylines. I don't know who exactly is going to take over that as such. But will I be happy to see the end of the constant cycle of Bethany, Daisy, Daniel, Bethany, Daisy, Daniel? Yes, I will be excited to see that end. But fingers crossed she is leaving this summer, so let's see exactly what that exit storyline will be, and I'll obviously do some videos on it as it comes out, etc, etc. But now I pose the question to you. I mean, first, do you think ITV's in a bad place? I don't know, because the upkeep of soaps are quite expensive. For some reason, I don't really know why, but they are quite expensive to upkeep, considering how often you're filming and how many actors you need on the payroll, and you know, with the long-running actors like probably Ken Barlow, who's fucking bankrupt again, the mad bastard. He needs to sort out his fucking money problem. But finally, is ITV in a bad place? And what do you think about Daisy's exit? Tell me in the comment section down below. The news is coming thick and fast this new year, so thank you for joining me on this one. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. See you next time. Bye-bye.